tuned. One of you, we will feature your question or comment, and you will walk out with a prize that has been donated by Portia M. They have donated the prize. You can see it on screen. So one of you will win this prize for asking one question to our guest. All other questions are asked by me. That's my right. I've earned it. So I'm going to pause and say, Tomela Oswini.
Tomela the guy.
Tomela the guy.
Yo, I thought I was going to speak English so that I can go international.
The world must come to us. We've been going to the world for too long. They must come to us.
Thank you for that. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you.
You know, my sister, I'm going to say something to you before I get to my questions. So I see a lot of stuff, and I see Dr. Winnie Mashaba this, Dr. Winnie Mashaba this. Then I go to your profile, and it says Winnie Mashaba. You know what that is? It's humility. That we will call you Dr. Winnie Mashaba, but you call yourself Winnie Mashaba. That's humility. I respect you for that.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
After everything, I'm still a woman from your neighborhood. Nothing will change. That is why
Yes.
I'm always saying to everyone, I'm not a celebrity. Maybe I'll be celebrated when I'm gone.
Yeah.
Then they'll celebrate and remember my name when I'm gone. Because I keep on asking myself, what is it that I'm going to celebrate about my life? How many lives did I touch? How many lives did I change for me to deserve to be called a celebrity? Because the celebrity is a word that comes from celebration. Yes. So what do we celebrate about you as an individual? What do we celebrate about you as Dr. Winnie Mashaba? With those words, I greet everyone who is watching wherever they are. So re
ko botsa nnete he nna a ke tsebe selo ka music, a ke tsebe selo ka religion. I'm just this hopeless guy. But I know you. You know, I've seen you before. I've listened to your music. And so let's say in a lift, and we only have 15 seconds to talk. And I ask you, I know you from somewhere. I know, ma, how do you introduce yourself to a stranger?
Oh, I normally say to the strangers when they say, Barry, but your face looks familiar. No, maybe we meet Kodi Shopong and all that. It's difficult for me to say, I've been in the industry for 20 years and I've won several awards. I've been nominated. I have this and so and so and so highlights. It's very, very, very difficult for me. I normally say, but it looks like your face is familiar too.
Yes.
I think kopana ko gym or kopana ko di shopong or somewhere. No, your voice ke Winnie Mashaba ke a itseba.
Voice.
Yes, it's me.
Yes.
Yes, it's me.
But you know, I'm going to do justice for Bankaring about Zibigeri. Let me tell them a bit. Winnie Mashaba has proved herself to be a determined and hardworking entrepreneur for 11 years. Entrepreneur, did you hear me, guys? I didn't say musician, I didn't say artist, I said entrepreneur. And force in gospel music over the past 19 years. You know, she has ventured into business by establishing Tswako Music Company to look into her music publishing rights, an event management company, which has 2 branches in Polokwane and in Pretoria. Tswako is now the umbrella to pave way for future musicians and trendsetters of providing good audio and visual service for corporate and social events. So this woman is not, don't limit her by calling her an artist. She's an entrepreneur. Her business is bigger than just being on stage and singing. So now I've introduced you, I'm happy. Now people can say they know you because of Narens. I'm happy. So let's move on to my next question. Do you make enough money out of what you do?
I think I believe I invested according to how I work hard.
Yes.
And I always feel comfortable not saying what I'm doing or what I've invested and all that, but I invested more into property than any other things that people can see. Maybe the cars that they see, I just changed those cars. The cars are not investment for me.
Yes.
So investment for me is a property. So I have invested a lot on property.
Well, I was going to ask you that question.
Let me just say enough.
I was really going to ask you that question. Where do you invest your money? So you just answered that question. Then let me ask you a different question, because now we know you invest in property. Let me ask a different question. In terms of savings, other than investments, do you save some of the money you make? And if you do you save a specific percentage?
I do save, and I do save a lot. To such extent that I end up not having any cent. Sometimes you just want to go for shopping and all that, and that money, it's not there. It's being invested. Why am I doing this? Because learning from our former icons that they passed on, I didn't want to be one of those people. I didn't want to bother the Department of Arts and Culture, to bother people when I'm gone, saying that, hey, this is Dr. Winnie Mashaba. We are donating for her because she's gone and all that. That is why I have so many things, and even in education, I invest in education. If Kenalingana something, I invest in education. I went to University of Pretoria, where I did advance in events management, so that I can understand and know the industry that I'm in much better than I knew it. So there's so many things that I do, and now recently, because you have just said, Ori, I have a business, Tsoko Music and projects. The business that is taking care of my musical rights and all that. It means the company, when the company pays the music, the rights for intellectual rights. When we say intellectual rights, the composition right, when I write songs, those songs that they love a lot, the benefits come straight to my business. So yes. I'm taking care of the rights of whatever that I'm doing intellectually. And recently we have partnered with Wisdom Mobile, with Miss Palmbewe, where we are busy doing this thing as women, and why did I partner with her? I have partnered with her because I wanted to grow, and I made my investigations. They also did their investigations. If I'm the right person to work with, so we are here talking to Dr. Winnie Mashaba, the businesswoman, and we're changing that thing. As an artist, we are an artist. We want to be worshipped or TV. That for me is not important anymore. What is important? What are you investing throughout the process of being famous? So, working with Wisdom Mobile is teaching me a lot. I'm telling you, I even attend classes. But I have to go Stanford seats. Attended the business classes where I learn a lot about the business industry.
Wow. No, we're not from Shumishamo because we do a lot of financial education. We can be a partner in this program. I love what you are doing. Excellent. So tell me, in your view, is fame related to fortune? Are these two things related? So do you make money? Does it follow that if you are famous, you make money?
No,
Simple as that.
it's simple as that. Let me give you some scenario. Back then in 2009 to 2014, there were many complaints that when you're always on Facebook, you're always on social media and all that and all that. I couldn't say, why am I in social media? Me and you knows that we are working. We are actually working. We are not here for fun.
Yeah.
And and I was busy building my brand. Today, the very same people who were criticizing me, saying that don't I have something to do in life because I'm always online, even on 12 awkward times and all that. The very same people, they need the very same platform. And guess what? They must pay for it.
Yeah.
They must just pay for it because I have worked, I have invested. So now it's time for me to harvest. That's what me and Dr. Winnie Mashaba Marketing Services are doing in partnership with Ms. Kalmbewe.
So, Oswini, have you ever been broke? And I'm asking this question after you became an artist. I'm talking during your time as an artist, not before. You know, I know before you became an artist, we were all broke. But when you became an artist,
many times,
have you ever been
many
broke?
times, I want to be honest with you. I've been broke countless time. I have failed countless time. But the passion and the love for what I'm doing kept me going with God by my side. You know, I still remember 2011. That was the most difficult year of my life, where Becky experienced broke, like really broke. Now I cannot access any cent. I cannot access anything. Now there comes a COVID-19. COVID-19 steals at least more than 8 shows that were going to bring money into a business. But you know what? Even now, I can't even feel worry. I was supposed to be making so much and so much and so much, because the tuto use what you have so that you can sustain yourself. And where I'm coming from, my mother and my grandmother didn't like the people who always ask for assistance. They'll always tell you, Ore, go out there and work.
Yeah.
Go out there and work. You can't sit at home and ask for something from someone who you don't even know, or that person is in the same situation with you. When you see Rams, you see someone who is very famous on Facebook, you see money. You don't see the Rams who is also challenged like you.
Yeah.
And Rams might be like you, Winnie. Lena, he's actually hustling.
Hey,
He wants to be noticed. He wants to, yeah. Unyaka gore mabati a bulege so that a dire handsmith a kgone phela. Jalo now I was raised in the background whereby they did not promote this thing. Can I please have? Can I please have? Can I please have? Some of my brothers and sisters sometimes, but now I'm butcher during the COVID, and I just want to appreciate them more. But you are not working. Like, we feel for you, Saswini, and all. Then I tell them, or even if I'm not working, and this COVID-19 has affected all of us, so it will be unfair for me to come to you and say I want money. So if I don't have that money, where will you get that money? Because we are all affected. So to answer your question, Gore, I've been broke so many times, but my
Something is happening. The connection is broken. I hope we get her back. Yeah, there you are back. We had lost you for a second. So let me ask you my next question, when not Dr. Mashaba. So, you know, and I know you've just spoken about how people like you and I, people don't know that we battle like everyone else. We try to make ends meet. But we all have a weakness of something. You know, it's called an extravagance. Now, I'll tell you my own extravagance. It doesn't matter how hard things are. I will go play golf, life's challenge. What is your extravagance? What is that one thing that you will spend money on, even when you don't have money?
I'm trying to think. Okay, it's obviously one thing. I can spend my last cent just for me to record a song or to prepare an album and all that. As long as
continue.
As long as it's musically related, because that's where I get fulfillment.
Yes.
Music. Like the last cent, I can go and attend the event that I feel or I'm going to benefit from that event. I can spend the last cent.
I like that. That's the word. You must spend money. You must spend money on the things that you like. So if that lifted Kopani Moyona earlier when I asked you that you look familiar, but I then meet you again later on the same day and I ask you, after you introduce yourself to me, and I ask you, would you say you've made it? How would you respond?
By the grace, I'll be saying yes. Why? Because whatever that I have, many people are praying for it.
Yes.
So just a little bit of gratitude, it brings even more blessings in someone's life. So I'm grateful for what I have. It's enough. And I know there's still more to come. I believe there's still more to come. Being associated with bigger brands like Above Vodacom and all that, I see all the blessings.
So earlier, Honorable Ella, you said you take care of your money because you don't want us to recall again that bad day comes. And I know that day is not coming anytime soon. You're going to be with us for a long time. But, you know, you said that and I love it. So how would you advise, you know, if you had a 5 minute, and of course, don't say it for 5 minutes, but if you had a 1 minute chance somewhere to advise other artists, other famous people about how to take care of their fortune while they have the fame, what would you say to them?
You know, we spend more time in trying to prove a point, to be better than we need, to be better than so and so and so and yes. so, and forgetting on investing on our brands. If we can invest on making our brands better, instead of buying clothes every day and expensive cars that we can't even afford and all that, let's invest on our art and focus, like really focus. There won't be another Brenda Fast. There won't be another Winnie Mashaba. There won't be another Mtandeni. I'm Dr. Winnie Mashaba and I'm alone. It doesn't matter how much you try to be like me. Invest on your brand, find your brand, and just industry investigate about your industry and invest on that. Even if it's after 5 years, you will get there. Dilojeja shortcut is come. Now I was honored 20 years later in the industry. I was honored as a doctor of philosophy in sacred music. 20 years later, I didn't come here. And the first paid show, it came after 9 years in this industry. I didn't come in the industry and the next thing I get gigs and all that. I was doing all this thing for the love of it. So if we can just invest on composing new songs, one thing that our musicians we don't realize is when you keep on singing Dr. Winnie Mashaba's songs, recycling, you're doing more money for me than yourself. Because the intellectual property belongs to me, the composer of the song, the author of the song. It's being registered. No one will change that. So if you invest by writing new songs or inviting people to come through and assist you to write new songs so that your brand can be different and unique, then you'll get there.
I love that. So I got two last questions. One is from me, one is from one of our viewers. And I'm going to start with one from the viewers before I ask my last question. So Bernard Baloi asks, how many African languages do you know or do you speak, Dr. Winnie?
I can hear Setsonga, Nabalabola, and Chivenda, Dikoamba, and isiZulu ngiyasikhuluma and ngiyasikhuluma kahle noma ngakhulumi ufana nabo eKZN ngiyakhuluma ngiyacommunicator and ngithi Setswana ngisithi thata this is Sesotho Sepedi and okay, and Shona, a little bit of Shona.
A little bit of Shona. Wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And by the way, I need to read this message because it's so important from Angel Nsume Nkosi. She says, she is beautiful. She is beautiful. But you know that. You know that. So here's my last question. So you've been in the industry for just about 20 years. And at about 4 o'clock this afternoon, the rand-dollar exchange was 15 rand 32, I think, to the dollar. So with the money that you have made, and the one that you lost before, and the one that is in the bank, and the one that is in the properties, would you say you have made your first $1 million US dollars? Just about 15 million rand. That's a lot of money.
Do you really want me to answer that?
Yes. It's our major question. Everybody waits for this question.
No, combining the properties, yes, but I don't have it. I don't have that tangible money.
You don't have to have it.
And I need it. I need money. They must support us so that we can have that tangible money. But with properties, yes.
Well, the reason we ask that question, Dr. Wade, is to say, if you have made it, we wish you much more. If you haven't made it, we want to bless you with that money coming into your bank account sooner than later.
Amen. Amen.
My sister, I truly appreciate your time. I truly appreciate your work. And I really, really want to wish you all the best. What you do for this nation with your gift is a blessing. So, it's been wonderful having you here.
Way. Marayama fellow kere remain being as original as you are. Someone said, "Yo, when I left 500,000 followers, you anka di dukwana." So I'm evergreen, Dr. Winnie Mashaba, daughter of Zion. I didn't have to expose myself on social media for me to get that support. So be yourself, be original. Lerato, Kompo, Wikokovejo, Olota, Siriti Samot.
I have to leave you with one more comment from Hector, the motivator. He says, I'm a fan and been following how she worked on her brand. She's a hardworking woman. I'm inspired. That's his way.
Oh my God. Yes, I know him. I know him. Yo, thank you, Hector.
He's a big brother of mine. He's a good friend of this show. I support what he does. We've always been together, and we love what you do. Have a great evening, and thank you so much for your time. Love you lots.
Thank you for having me. We're
Gonna meet soon. Don't get out. I'm gonna say my goodbyes, but stay right there. I want to talk to you off air. So, guys, that is Fame and Fortune with Dr. Winnie Mashaba. If that doesn't motivate you, at least to do one thing right, take care of your money, then nothing else will motivate you. She was so powerful. We are grateful to have had her here. People pay her to listen to her. We just got her by making a phone call, and she said yes. So it's a privilege for us. We truly appreciate it. Tomorrow is Opportunity Tuesday. Huge opportunity. Some entrepreneur has put in $1 million to support SMEs to start their businesses and grow. And he says, I will support you. He's going to speak to us about $1 million he's putting into your business. So listen to him, and I hope you apply, and I hope you are one of the people who will benefit. It's just about 13.5 million rand. No, sorry, 15.5 million rand that he puts in to build SMEs. Don't miss Opportunity Tuesday tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. I just need to make one last announcement. Because of the changes that we've made, as of next week, we are extending our programming to 1 hour. So Mondays and Tuesdays will be 1 hour, no longer 30 minutes, but we're not going back to Wednesdays and Thursdays. I need to play golf. So from me, Rams Mabote, good night and God bless.